new loans makes up to around 10% of the score and typically negative 10%. What justifies a new loan? The most recent 24 months. They'll still many times look at that as a new loan. Now, does that mean, at 12 months it still has the same negative impact as it did when it was 1 month old? No, but it's still considered a new loan and it can still be playing a negative factor, or at least not getting all out of it and playing a part into how it relates to the mix of accounts, right? And how it can relate on, too many new accounts in a small period of time. You'll see those little coding on bureaus all the time. Too many new loans. No, I hadn't had a new loan in 12 months. Last 24 months, too many new loans. And so there's a penalty there that happens. After 24 months, it's not really considered new anymore with the way the algorithm works. Having said that, how does this play a part? We also have to consider, when you get penalized for a new loan. Because you could get a new loan and not see much penalty at all, and the next guy get the same type of loan and all of a sudden get a pretty big hit. Why? Take for example an automobile loan. If you've had this auto loan within the last 24 months, okay, and whether you paid it off or you traded it in, that new auto loan is not going to hit your credit that badly because you've had that type of loan before. You're not introducing something to the algorithm that you haven't already proven with your history that you're good for it. It is in the events where somebody introduces a new loan type, a significant dollar amount or type of loan, that they do not have much history of having that type of loan in the past, being the last 2 years, where you're going to see it hit. Because the score does it like this. I'm animating the score. Well, he's a 700, so he's pretty low risk. However, now that he has this new loan, well, let's not call him a 700 anymore because we need to see how he does on this first. And the risk drops. In other words, we've got to see how he does on this first before he goes and adds another loan on top of that. Well, you said it was 700. Well, that was before he added this. Now he added this, so alert before you go add another one. And again, it's not significant, but to see it drop 25 points is pretty stinking common. 25 points is a lot of points, especially if you got these folks that are not perfect, all right? And so, but we have to consider that same type in the same time range being within 24 months. Make sense? So somebody can add a home loan, and I tell them all the time, don't freaking flip out if this home loan hits and it drops your score a little bit. Well, I figured it would raise my score. Yeah, but in most cases it's not. You hadn't had a mortgage before. Yes, it's going to start contributing to your mix of accounts, but it could very well drop you before it helps you.